Tournaments are hard to win. Championships are hard to win. National championships are really hard to win. Well, guess what? We've got one here. Edward Waters has won the Tyson Foods Black College World Series. That is absolutely fantastic. Gibby, if you'd be kind enough to punch up Coach Johnson for us, that'd be awesome. Coach Reggie Johnson joins us now from Edward Waters right after winning the national title. Reggie, thanks for joining us, man. Congratulations.
Hey, man, I appreciate the coverage, and thank you very much.
Tell me a little bit about this. It was a little bit of a rough start for your team, but once you got going, you really got going. Tell me about the feeling when that thing ended, when you looked up and you had won the national championship of HBCU college baseball teams. What did it feel like for you, the feeling you had for your kids? Take us through that.
Oh, man, it's still a little speechless, honestly. We worked so hard from, 5 a.m. workouts, starting in August to now, and just all the time that was put in, and, obviously all glory to God for being put in this position to be able to help these young men mold on and off the field. But the feeling was amazing, to watch, the team grow the way they did. And, honestly, man, kudos to my assistant coaches. Ray Otero, Cody Crawford, those guys really worked really hard with our ball club, and all the sacrifices from the family. Cody had a baby in the middle of the season, and so kudos to him and his wife and his family. And it was a little speechless, a little unbelievable, but it was just a proud moment to watch all the work pay off when that final out was made.
Hey, Coach, it's Hayes. Great to talk with you. Tell us about Keelan Washington and the impact he made for you this year.
Hey, man, he's a little fireball, and the impact him in that leadoff spot. As I always tell him, hey, as you go, we go. And that's exactly what he is. He in a leadoff spot, he sees a lot of pitches. He's a tough out. Gets on. He's a headache on the base path, and everybody kind of feeds into that energy. And he deserved to be the most valuable player.
Hi, Reggie. This is Lauren Brooks. Take us through. So Saturday night, you lose to your arch rival 14-1. Game doesn't end until Sunday morning, and then you have to play 2 games the next day. How did all that go?
I don't know. and again, it's just kudos to our administration, our president, Dr. A. Zachary Faison, and our athletic director, Dr. Bryant. Their vision and what they wanted, to change the narrative here at Edward Waters University, and all the resources, and, our strength and conditioning coach and our trainers, and Seth Morris with strength and conditioning, and Kaylin as our trainer. These guys really worked for that moment. And, it was kind of one of those things. We got beat, and we got beat pretty bad. We didn't play our game, and just the conversation went back to, guys, we got one more game left. We get win or go home, and all the work that was put in, all the sacrifices. Like, we got to suck it up and just play our game, and the guys did it. I'm doing all these interviews and everything else, but the players deserve all the credit because they got it done.
Reggie Johnson is with us from Edward Waters. They won the national championship, the HBCU Black World Series, Black College World Series, which is so fantastic. Let me ask you this: you're from here. You played at First Coast. You're a Jacksonville guy. I count about 11 Jacksonville guys on your roster. If I'm counting, I'm looking at your roster. You're Jacksonville, man. But it's hard to get baseball going in the inner city, and you guys have been so helpful with us at Walk Off. You know how much I appreciate that, Reggie. But
yes, sir.
but I think I sense that it almost means more because that challenge is so hard. Am I right about that? I mean, it's a tough go sometimes making baseball work at Edward Waters, isn't it?
It's definitely a lot easier now.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot easier now, and with social media and things that are going on, and once again, our administration with the networking that they've done and everything. I mean, the resources are a lot better. And we're now, in the past few years, we've been the first choices to a lot of students, and we're becoming even more for first choices. And, the city of Jacksonville, there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of schools. But with everything that we have going on at Edward Waters University, man, it's something that, it's not as difficult as it used to be, and I'm thankful for that, and just excited for the journey. You know, I have opportunities to in years past to kind of go and do other things, but this hunt of the recruiting trail and things of that sort, and watching these guys come in and graduate and be successful on the field as well as off the field, that's where the joy comes in.
Coach, where did this take a turn where this could become a championship team? Frank alluded to it. You guys started 2-9. What galvanized this group to come together and play their best baseball and championship baseball?
We had to look in the mirror and make some changes, and it started with me. You know, I've been blessed to have the upbringing that I've had with my family and my parents, and just never to give up and to understand that sometimes things don't work your way, and it's not wise to continue to do the same things expecting different results. So starting with me, and I challenged my coaches, and we challenged the players, and we just had to do things differently. We switched up the lineup a little bit. We went a little younger. I mean, we had some freshman arms, sophomore arms that really, really carried us this second half of the year. Our starting pitching did a lot better. We made some changes there. You know, so we just had to look ourselves in the mirror and realize that we had to do things differently. I sat down with our athletic director and talked about some things, and, you know, it was like, you know, one of the things he's like, why wait till next year? Do it now. You know, and that's exactly what we did. And just, again, it's a big family over here. You know, it's definitely a blessing. But we had to make some changes, look ourselves in the mirror, and realize that we had the talent. We just had to go about things a little differently.
When did the celebrations begin?
Soon as that last out was made. You know, if the question was asked, you know, it's like, well, you beat Florida Memorial. You ended that night at 1:30 in the morning, as you know, for the second game of the day as the NAIA #1 HBCU ball club in the country. You know, can you start celebrating? I was like, no, we still got another game to play. I want it all. I'm greedy and that aspect, and the boys deserved it. And kudos to Kentucky State, man. They're a very good ball club, and they played hard. And you know, I'm just glad our guys were able to get it done. But yeah, we didn't start celebrating until that last out was made.
I saw the gloves go up in the air. I've seen the video, though, and it's well worth it. Reggie Johnson, the coach at Edward Waters. Reggie, congratulations. This is a big title, man. You've been there. The reason it's gotten easier, you said it's gotten easier, is because in the 11 years you've been there, you've built it to that way, man. So congratulations on that. We really appreciate you joining us, man. We'll catch up soon. Take care, Reggie.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, Reggie Johnson, the terrific head coach at Edward Waters.